aboard the gently humming Flight to Paris, Emily, a young woman with a palpable tension in her eyes, clutches her seat as the plane taxis down the runway. Averse to flying, her every nerve is on edge, her breathing shallow. Emily's anxiety is not just about the flight. She is also wrestling with the daunting task awaiting her in Paris, ending her engagement to a man she no longer loves. Beside her, a calm and collected stranger, Michael, notices her discomfort. He offers a reassuring smile and initiates a conversation in an attempt to distract her from the takeoff. As they ascend into the cloudy skies, a bond forms between them, grounded in shared fears and the serendipity of their adjacent seats. Unbeknownst to Emily, Michael harbors his own personal dilemma, mirroring hers more closely than she could imagine. Both are bound for Paris with heavy hearts and the intent to sever ties with their respective pasts. As the flight nears its midpoint, the cabin lights dim, creating a cocoon of intimacy in the crowded space. Michael and Emily's conversation deepens, veering from light-hearted banter about Parisian cafes to more personal revelations about their reasons for traveling to Paris. Amidst the shared confessions, they discover the uncanny parallel paths they are on, both headed to break off engagements that no longer feel right. The unexpected intimacy of their conversation leads to a relaxed comfort between them, which only heightens when they decide to watch a movie together to pass the time. In a moment of laughter, as they try to untangle their headphone wires, their phones, laid casually on the tray table, get swapped. The mix-up goes unnoticed as they lose themselves in the film and the ease of each other's company. It's only as the plane begins its descent and they prepare to reclaim their belongings that they realize the mistake. Holding each other's phone, they are suddenly thrust into the tangible evidence of their respective lives and commitments. The accidental swap serves as a physical manifestation of the question they both face. Should they continue down their planned paths, or is this serendipitous meeting a sign of a different journey they should embark on? The disruption of the phone swap sets the stage for the climactic choices that lay ahead as they approach Paris. Upon landing in Paris, the grey dawn casts a surreal glow over the bustling Charles de Gaulle airport. As Emily and Michael step off the plane, the weight of their decision presses heavily upon them. They exchange phones, their fingers brushing slightly, a spark of connection palpable in the brief touch. Outside the security checkpoint, they face each other, each holding the other's secrets in their hands after glancing through messages and emails on the swapped phones during the descent. The shared knowledge adds depth to their understanding of each other's predicaments. Michael tentatively suggests they grab a coffee in the terminal to talk things over, a silent acknowledgement that neither is quite ready to part ways. As they sit in the quiet hum of the airport cafe, the conversation turns serious. They discuss their feelings about their current relationships, the fear of stepping into the unknown, and the undeniable chemistry they've discovered between them. The decision looms large: proceed to their respective engagements and fulfill obligations, or take a leap into the unknown together. The climax reaches its peak when Michael takes Emily's hand, looks into her eyes, and asks if perhaps this unexpected connection is worth exploring beyond the confines of this layover. Emily, her heart racing with the possibility of new beginnings, realizes that this chance encounter might just be the sign she needed to step away from a life that no longer fits. Together, they stand at a crossroads, each choice fraught with its own risks and rewards. In the soft morning light, filtering through the large windows of the airport, Emily and Michael come to a silent mutual understanding. The decision crystallizes between sips of coffee and exchanged glances. They will not go through with their original plans. The courage to embrace this new, unexpected chapter outweighs the fear of the unknown, and the discomfort of confrontation that awaits them. They leave the cafe with a newfound lightness, a shared resolve guiding their steps. Together, they navigate through the airport, not towards the arrivals where their past commitments await, but back to the departures, ready to book a new flight. This time, their destination isn't tied to obligations or fraught relationships. It's a choice that promises exploration and mutual discovery. As they approach the ticket counter, Emily turns to Michael, her smile bright and hopeful. "Where to?" she asks, her voice tinged with excitement. Michael's response is equally eager. "Anywhere but here. Anywhere we can start anew." With their new tickets in hand, Emily and Michael step towards a future they hadn't imagined when they boarded Flight to Paris. The final revelation of their journey isn't just about the new paths they choose to explore together. It's about the profound understanding that sometimes the right decisions are the ones made in the spur of the moment, the ones that feel like true north when everything else seems uncertain. As they walk back through the terminal, their steps synchronized, they know that the adventure ahead is theirs to shape together.